Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this live market analysis today. How is everyone doing? Are you guys okay or good? How is trading going? Anyone holds any trades? So I think we're ready to start. Early this morning, in Australia, they reported the CPI numbers, and the market, the numbers were weak as expected. And yesterday, I think the retail sales, yesterday as well, the retail sales. Let's just bring the calendar, it's easier. So, where it is? Here it's the CPI in Australia, expected from 5.4% to drop to 4.3%, and it dropped to 4.1%. So the market reacted. The Australian dollar actually got dumped. And yesterday on Tuesday, let's find Australia. Here it is, retail sales expected to drop from 1.6 to minus 1.7%, and it dropped to minus 2.7%. That was very that was extremely weak, and the market reacted today by dumping the Australian dollar. What's the important news for the rest of the day, guys? You can keep attention on this European news, that retail sales will definitely affect a little bit the market. Switzerland actual retail sales, okay, expected to drop. We don't look at this very often. Germany unemployment rate expected to remain the same. Here is the Germany CPI. This one here. They definitely going to bring some volatility in the market. GDP in Canada from 0.9 to go to 1%, and it's going to might be help the euro cut to move lower, and the Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, as well as the New Zealand dollar cut, all the three of them to move lower. ADP employment change, of course, early indication for the unemployment rate. Good morning, Ahmed. How are you doing, friend? And hello, Janice. Thanks for joining us. And of course, here it is. Guys, tonight, Fed will report the interest rates. They expected to keep them at 5.25%, and that will bring the volatility in the US dollar. Of course, the gold is expected that move before it's going to continue either to the upside or to the downside. That was the intraday analysis, so we don't need this one for now. So let's start with the gold, if you prefer. What's going on with this market? The price moved above the 20-period moving average, got rejected around this area with a shooting star. But there are a few different factors to consider. Market makes a higher high and higher low, so it's mainly up. It's above the 20-period moving average, so it's mainly up. There is no clear trend in the market, so it's sideways. And there is a rejection price action of a kind of intraday resistance that is bearish. So there are two bullish factors and two bearish factors and one flat. So what the chances? It's like 100 traders, they look at the same picture, and let's say 10 traders, they don't have any bias. 20 traders, they say it's going up. 20 traders, they say, or 30 traders, they say it's going down. Other traders, they say it's an ascending triangle. Other traders say it's whatever it is. So if you don't want to trade as a retail trader this kind of market, guys, in these market conditions, as retail traders, you want really to trade high probability scenarios. You want to trade the market like this one. We will do analysis on this one as well, like this one. You want to trade the market that if you ask yourself, hey, what's going on here? And you ask another 100 people, they all agree that, hey, this is going down, it's in a downtrend, so okay, let's sell. That's the kind of markets you want to trade, to try and understand where the market is going to go next, based on the fundamentals, based on this, based on that. That's not what retail trading is. Maybe that's more to investing, but when you trade CFDs, like the Forex, like the futures, you have to understand your boundaries. Okay, so let's start with the cut. Let's continue with the New Zealand Canadian dollar. Market broke outside of this area, moved lower, pushed upward, found resistance at this area, previous support, resistance, sold here, and it's kind of retesting this support. Let's see if it's going to continue moving lower. So bearish on this one, Australian dollar, Canadian dollar. Keep an eye on this one, guys. Maybe some intraday activities, even on the 30-minute time frame. Market, it's taking a nice direction now with this downtrend, downward trend line. Price makes this congestion break, strong break. You see the candles are very, very well defined. So maybe we can look for some short positions around here. If you are trading the 30-minute time frame and you are trading trends, a nice tool to use is the Fibonacci. So if you try to find the 61.8% on the Fib, it's right there. 61 downtrend, can delete it now. So here it's my level. And what is the significant, guys, with this level here? The significant is that this Fibonacci from here to there consists and match perfectly with a horizontal resistance. So you have 2 in 1. And that's the way to create some market, actually to create your checklist. I often hear people talk about market structure. They can read the markets, but they lack of a trading execution plan. What you really want, it's execution plan. So here it's a support, another support, market broke under. Now in this kind of retest, if the market is it's going to create a deep retracement, price will likely visit the 61.8% of the original move, started from here to there. And a downtrend, a valid downtrend can be 1, 2, 3, 4, can be drawn. This one here, the T1 down trend line. And yeah, we can either place some limit orders here with a stop loss above there or there, depends where you want, or you can wait for price to come here and find the price action reversal to trade the price action. Either way is fine. But why this market it's really good? Because fundamentally the Canadian dollar is stronger, Australian dollar is weak, and the daily it's in a downtrend, and price action, remember I told you that it's good to look the daily direction and the daily price action. If these two they have a cluster, then we can go to the lower time frames. Depends which one you consider as a lower time frame you like to execute, and you can take some trades from that point onward. So this one here also was a good one, but happened yesterday. I don't know if someone was trading that late last night. Today we have this fresh move. Let's see if the market will appreciate it. I will place my orders around this area here, and let's see what's gonna happen next. Next one, Australian dollar, New Zealand. Market, it's moving sideways here, and from this resistance down to this support, maybe we're gonna see some moves around there. Not that interested in this one. Hello from Tasmania. Welcome to our webinar, and of course everyone else. Let's continue. Let's check the majors. Finally, tonight actually we expected the Fed to report interest rates, so hopefully we will see directional moves on the majors. Guys, let me point out something for you. First, let's zoom in a little bit. So please pay attention to this one. This candle here created last month at the non-farm payroll event. This one here. It's been 30 days and the market actually didn't make any significant, that was a sideways correction, didn't make any significant directional move. So it's time to see some directional moves now, because if you take, for example, this uptrend here, like the market gave 3-4 impulse legs, okay, and at this point here the market transited. So this candle here printed during it was that Friday the month before, non-farm payroll, and then this one, it was the week after the CPI, consumer price index in the US. And the market really didn't take any direction, but after this one here, the market only trend to the downside for 3 days. That was all. Okay, now, if this will be a downtrend to be continued and the market will move a little bit to the upside, then we will likely gonna get some good deals around these areas to look for shorts. Okay, and but again, there is a high probability that the market will continue to the downside based on this picture. Unfortunately, the market didn't create a well-defined structure to show a downtrend, so it leaves the retail traders with many questions. Next one, Australian dollar, US dollar. This one here is a little bit more promising because fundamentally the Australian dollar came out very weak. If it's going to be a little bit of positiveness at the FOMC minutes 30 minutes after the interest rates will be reported, then we might gonna see some directional move to the downside. Okay, for price action traders, actually this one was a good price action to trade, to be honest, because the buyers weren't that strong. The price came at an area of resistance, not really touched the inside resistance, but it touched the 20 period moving average. That's a dynamic resistance area. If you guys are trading trends, whatever they tell you about moving averages, the moving averages, it's the one and only useful indicator in technical analysis when we trade trends. All right, when the market moves sideways, moving averages are extremely useless. But when the market is trending, moving averages are extremely useful. Next one, Euro US dollar, the market moves to the downside, is trading below the 20 period moving average. 2 days ago, a hammer printed, but the market didn't move upwards. And we say that actually, that was one of the analysis I sent out officially to some firms. On that day, the hammer here, it doesn't have bullish implications because it's not, the hammer by definition has bullish implication, but in this market, it's not anywhere to bullishness because it didn't print it didn't appear at a strong level of support. What happens, please pay attention to this, what happens usually when we see hammers during the downtrend? For those who are new, this is the hammer price action. Usually, guys, the hammer indicates that the market at some point during the previous day was trading lower, and then it moved upward for correction, and then it's going to continue move lower. That's where the confusion arises among traders. Whereas you see a hammer at a strong support, for example, this is a support. If you see the price here create a hammer, that will be a different story. Okay, but without a strong level of support, a well-defined level of support, if you see a reversal price action, it doesn't mean it is a significant one, that it's going to change the direction of the market. Okay, guys, any perhaps any questions or any observations? You can ask anything, any currency pair you might want to check today. Great British Pound and the US dollar. Great British Pound will report interest rates on Thursday, if I'm correct. Yes, on Thursday. Today the Fed will report interest rates, so it's really gonna give us a headache if we try to trade this one. I don't want to attempt to do anything with that. I want a break below this or a break above that to look for positions. USD Canadian dollar, it gave us a couple of good trades around this area of resistance here, there. Now the market made a new low. So let's see if it's going to dump. That's going to be very... I'm not going to attend something now with this pair because the US dollar is strong. Canadian dollar is also strong. USD Swissy, nothing. USD Japanese yen, I'm more neutral on this one. We need some clarity. Although, if you really desperately need to trade this market, let me show you something. The price, can you see these long, well-defined bullish candles at this resistance? Then, since the price visited the resistance, we have 3 bearish candle, and these 2 actually bearish candle, they have a significant body, and beside this candle here, the next, they have the bullish candles, they have very small narrow bodies. This is how you read the price action. You understand what the activity was during that particular trading session, in this case on the daily chart. So we need to wait for the interest rate and maybe the non-farm payroll on Friday for this one here. The euro, it's weak, so we want to see what's going to happen here. So far, guys, the market makes higher highs and still higher low. I'm not looking to sell it, to be honest. The one that I will be happy to sell is the Great British Pound Japanese Yen, because the sellers now, they are very promising at this point here. The area of support, it's still down there. That's an inside very strong support, and it hasn't been tested yet. So in my opinion, there is room for this market to move lower. Australian dollar, of course, now is breaking outside of this mess, and a break below this low here might give us some good moves to the downside, and we will finally start trading some trends on the Australian dollar. Keep an eye on the Euro CAD. Price closed for 2 days below this support. This area is now, the market now shows that sellers are in control, so I'm looking to sell this one. Euro Australian dollar, not that much. Pound CAD, not really. Australian dollar, Canadian dollar, and New Zealand Canadian dollar are the best in my opinion. WTI price remain above this monthly area here. What's going on the 4-hour chart? Yesterday it was a good rejection at this point for those trading. For my friend Ahmed, that he trades WTI on the 4-hour time frame. Here it was a nice pin bar here for price action, but again, and it's something nice here, guys, on the WTI. Please let me explain you what's going on here. A bullish candle yesterday, and it's been that's the 4th trading session. The market trades within this bullish candle, so a breakout to the upside is likely to occur. That's how the market moves. I'm not saying it will happen. I'm just saying it's likely to occur. And for our friends, they're going to trade the DAX, German 40 at the London Open. Finally, a bearish price action at monthly resistance. Let's see if it's going to push the price lower on the 4-hour time frame. Price tries to move higher. It's in an uptrend, actually. It's not that clear, in my opinion, on the hourly time frame. Remember, guys, there are some areas of support and resistance. That the resistance here, if you're going to attempt to take some bullish trade for a London breakout, that's the room of opportunity up to there. If you're going to sell the low of the hourly time frame, that's the room of opportunity down there. Intraday or swing trading? Yes, both. Guys, I think we cover pretty much all the markets. I don't see any questions. I hope you enjoyed this session. I hope you find some value. If you find value, please make sure you like, you subscribe on the channels. For those who are watching us to trading.live, please leave some rates on the profile, and it's going to help us to see what we do good, what you want to see more, where to improve for our live webinars, because remember, we do them for you, not for anyone else, for everyone that wants to learn about trading. So I would like to wish everyone to have a great day ahead, guys. Happy trading. Remember, interest rates tonight, be a little bit cautious with the majors. They're going to move a bit sideways, actually. Maybe you can focus on the Australian dollar weakness. And I will see you again tomorrow at the same time. Bye, everyone.